Yes. Because he never did a thing like that before. Was asked to get his breakfast in bed with a couple of eggs. Get his breakfast? Yes. He came somewhere, I'm sure, by his appetite. Anyway, love it's not. Or he'd be off his feet thinking of her. It's some little bitch or other he's got in with somewhere. If they only knew him as well as I do. Somebody who thinks she has a softie in him. Because all men get a bit like that. So as to wheedle any money she can out of him. No fool like an old fool. And then the usual kissing my bottom was to hide it. Not that I care two straws who he does it with. Though I'd like to find out. So long as I don't have the two of them under my nose all the time. Like that slut. That Mary we had. Padding out her false bottom to excite him. One woman is not enough for them. I wouldn't lower myself to spy on them. Yes, because he couldn't possibly do without it that long, so he must do it somewhere. Simply ruination for any woman. No satisfaction in it. Pretending to like it till he comes and then finish it off myself anyway. And it makes your lips pale. Anyhow, it's done now, once and for all. With all the talk of the world about it people make, it's only the first time. After that, it's just the ordinary do it and think no more about it. Why can't you kiss a man without going and marrying him? First, you sometimes love to, wildly. When you feel that way so nice all over you, you can't help yourself. There's nothing like a kiss long and hot down to your soul. Almost paralyzes you. Then I hate that confession when I used to go to Father Corrigan. He touched me, Father. And what harm if he did? Where? And I sit on the canal bank like a fool. But whereabouts on your person, my child? On the leg behind. High up, was it? Yes, rather high up. Was it where you sit down? Yes. Oh, Lord, couldn't he say bottom right out and have done with it? What has that got to do with it? And did you, whatever way he put it, I forget, know Father? And I always think of the real Father. What did he want to know for, when I already confessed to God? I wondered, did he know me in the box? I could see his face, he couldn't see mine. Of course, he'd never turn or let on. Very lost for a woman, of course. I wonder, was he satisfied with me? One thing I didn't like, his slapping me behind, going away so familiarly in the hall. Though I laughed, I'm not a horse or an ass, am I? I wonder, is he awake thinking of me? Or dreaming? Am I in it? We took the port and potted meat. I had a fine, salty taste. Yes, because I felt lovely and tired myself. Fell asleep the moment I popped straight into bed. This damned old bed, too, jingling like the dickens. I suppose they could hear us away over the other side of the park. So I suggested to put the quilt on the floor with a pillow under my bottom. Till that thunder, like those awful thunderbolts in Gibraltar. And they come and tell you there's no God. He'd scoff if he heard, because he never goes to church, mass, or meeting. He says your soul, you have no soul inside, only grey matter. Because he doesn't know what it is to have one. Yes, because he must have come 3 or 4 times with that tremendous big red brute of a thing he has. So his nose is not so big. After I took off all my things with the blinds down, after my hours dressing and perfuming and combing it. Like iron or some kind of a thick crowbar standing all the time. He must have eaten oysters. I think a few dozen. He was in great singing voice. Oh, I never in all my life felt anyone had one the size of that to make you feel full up. What's the idea, making us like that, with a big hole in the middle of us? Like a stallion driving it up into you? Because that's all they want out of you, with that determined, vicious look in his eye. I had half shut my eyes. Still, he hasn't such a tremendous amount of spunk in him. when I made him pull it out and do it on me, considering how big it is. So much the better in case any of it wasn't washed out properly. The last time I let him finish it in me. Nice invention they made for women, for him to get all the pleasure. But if someone gave them a touch of it themselves, they'd know what I went through with Rudy and Minna Purefoy's husband, filling her up with a child or twins once a year, as regular as the clock. Not satisfied until they have a swollen...